Hello everyone. Today I am going to explain the difference between arrays and collections. So the main difference between arrays and collection is the size of the array is fixed. That means once we declare array size, we cannot change the size of the array. But in case of collection, the size of the collection is increasing once it reaches its maximum capacity. So this is the array structure. So here I am creating the array of integer type and its size is 10. So here we can see 10 elements are inserted into the array. Suppose if I am trying to add one more element into the array, it does not allow. So it will throw the exception like array index out of bound exception. So here we can see the collection structure. So here I am creating the array list object. I am adding 10 elements into the array list. So initial capacity of array list is 10. So once it reaches the initial capacity, it will increase its size to 50% of its original size. That means once the array list is reach its maximum capacity 10, so it will increase the size to 50% of original size. That means it will increase 5 more position. So now we can see the 15 positions in the array list. So now I am going to show you the practical example of this point. So just go to Eclipse. So here I am creating the array list object. So and its size is I am declaring the 3. So now I am going to add the elements into the array list. So array index is starting from 0. Sorry. Now I am going to add second element into the array. So here third element we are able to 0 1 2. So now I am going to print the array start to string of array. So here I am going to print the array. So here we can see it will display the array. So 1 2 3. So because the initial size of the array is 3. Suppose if I am trying to add one more element into the array, it will throw the exception like array index out of bound exception. So the size is 3, but I am trying to add one more element into the array. So here we can see the what it will. So here we can see array index out of bound exception. That means the size of the array is fixed. Now I am going to show you the collection example. So here I am going to create a array list object. Just import the java.util package. So here I am going to add elements into the array list. So here I am going to add, I want to add 10 elements into the array list. So here 2 3 4 5 6 7 8 9 and also I want to add 10. So here 10 elements are inserted. I am going to print the array list AL. So now here we can see. So here we want to remove this one because for testing of the array list. So here we can see 10 elements are inserted. Suppose the initial capacity of array list is 10. Now I want to add one more element into the array list. So I want to add 11 and 12. I want to add two elements into the array list. So here we can see. So two more elements also allowed into the array list. That means the size of the collection is increasing its size based on our requirement. So now first point is completed. Now I am going to explain second point. So arrays can store only homogeneous element. That means only specific data like integer or string or double we can store into the array. But in case of collection we can store both homogeneous and heterogeneous elements. So here homogeneous means same type of data, heterogeneous means different types of data we can. So here we can see array can store only homogeneous data. So here I am creating the array. The size of the array is 5. So here we can store only integer type of data into the array. But if I am trying to add string data into the array, but it does not allow. But in case of collection, so here the collection can store both homogeneous and heterogeneous data. So here I am adding the integer type, here I am adding the string type, here I am adding the double type, here I am adding the string type. This is the integer, this is the object type. That means the collection can allow store both homogeneous and heterogeneous data. Now I am going to show you the example. So here I am declaring the integer type array. Suppose if I am trying to add string data, but it does not allow. So here it is showing the error. But in case of collection, we can add any type of element. So here we can see. So here adding integer type. Here I want to add string type data, and also here this is the integer type data. Here I am adding the float type data, and here I am going to add integer type data. Sorry. So here I am adding the string type data. So now we can see either it is printing or not. So here we can see the array list can allows any type of data. That means the collection can store both homogeneous and heterogeneous elements. So then coming to the next point, performance wise arrays are better to use, but in case of collection performance wise not good to use. So then coming to the fourth point, memory point of view arrays are not good to use, but in case of collection memory wise better to use. So arrays does not have a ready-made methods, but in case of collection we have a ready-made methods are available. So because the collection framework is built on the data structures. So in collection we have a many ready-made methods. So using these methods we can perform the operation on a collection object. Arrays can store both primitives and wrapper object, but in case of collection can store only objects. So friends, don't forget to subscribe my channel. Thanks for watching this video.